Hey everybody, how's it going? Christian from Treasure Town here, and today we're going to be talking about the ins and outs of gold stacking. It's not super hard. It might be expensive, but it's not going to be something that's challenging. I'm going to walk you through everything you need to know about it in kind of a conversation style format. I'm just kind of go with it. And I do know the three themes that we're going to focus on. So the first is paying low premium. The second is going to be having easily liquefiable, I don't even know if that's a word, but gold that you can move quickly. And then 3 is going to be the safety aspect. That's not super complicated, but it is something I'll get into. And I think 4th is going to be like what types of gold you want to buy. A bunch of this is from the coin shop. We just got a cool big deal in. I asked to take it home and use it as props. I mean, check this out. 6 20 peso coins from Mexico, old ones. Unbelievable stuff. And then we have obviously a cool St. Gaudens. Down here we have a 1 ounce American gold eagle. So there's a lot of cool things, but I think we're going to start with the best types of gold to stack. And there's lots of things out there. It's a little bit different with silver because it's so much more expensive, and that can be a pretty good thing, but you're not going to have as many people making like 1 ounce private rounds. There's so much silver to go around. The profitability of doing the gold is less for third-party people. And a big extra part of that is, since it's so expensive, people want gold that's really recognizable. So like take this coin, for example. It's a 10 gulden 1932 out of Netherlands. It's a cool gold coin, but the premium on this one is not going to be the same as it is for this 1 ounce American gold eagle, 2010, I guess, because people really know what this is. They know how much gold is in it. I don't know what the gold pricing on this is. It feels like maybe a fifth to a quarter of an ounce of gold, but it doesn't have the same recognizability, whereas this American gold eagle, it's exactly 1 ounce, and that's pretty big because, again, you don't want them to be counterfeit. You're going to lose out a lot more if you have a counterfeit silver round versus a counterfeit gold round. And so to go with that, what I said before is easily liquefiable, I guess just movable. You want to be able to split it up, but you don't want to have massively high premiums, and that's super important. You don't want to be paying $500 for $300 worth of gold. So what's kind of the sweet spot? Well, something like this, an American gold eagle, might be really helpful if you're extremely rich. If you want to buy $500,000 worth of gold, probably a sizable portion of that is going to be in American gold eagles or Canadian gold maple leafs. I think they have those as well. But I would actually recommend, and I don't have any of this in front of me, is to go with a 1/4 ounce of gold. This is something I've been told by my coin shop owner, that I've talked independently with other people, and they really agree with me on this one because, a 1/4 ounce of gold, say the price of gold, is $2,000. You want to have it able to be broken up into increments. However, a 1/10 ounce coin has a pretty large premium, where that premium kind of disappears at the 1/4 ounce gold level. Now, obviously, in the Corona market, I think I'm filming this well ahead, that's not really quite as much the case. The premiums are pretty high across the board on everything. But in normal times, 1/4 ounce, 1/2 ounce, 1 ounce all have pretty similar premiums per ounce. So that's where it can be good to purchase that 1/4 ounce, while the 10th ounce, again, you can split it up more easily, but you're just not going to be able to purchase the same amount of gold. Now, the other appealable thing, the thing that appeals to people, is that not everybody has $10,000 to go and splurge on gold. A lot of people just want to have a little bit on their person, and instead of having to save up, say, again, back to the other example, $2,000 for an ounce of gold, you can spend $500 4 times for 1/4 ounce coins, that sort of thing. Again, assuming the price is $500. Now, why might some people want to purchase gold that looks like this? Well, again, if you're doing it from a trusted source, often this sort of thing can be a lot cheaper because it doesn't have the premiums. So again, it's not a problem to pay for something like this if you're paying at the right price. You just want to know what the premium will be when you go back to sell it versus when you're purchasing it. Because if you can buy gold eagles at 98% of spot, that would be unbelievable. If you can buy this at 50% of spot, that would be even better. It's really just a matter of what are you paying. So if you're paying the same amount for these two in terms of percentage over or under, relating to spot, say it's 1.04 times spot, you're really going to want to go with this one because that's American gold, very recognizable, and that sort of thing. I'd also recommend that you avoid something like this if you're just doing it to purchase gold. Now, as a fun fact, an expert tip, Mint State 61 pretty much doesn't get assigned to coins by the grading companies for gold anymore. This is a much older holder. The person who purchased it and then graded it probably did so a lot longer ago. I'd be interested in talking to the guy, but obviously they just sold it to the shop, so I don't really know. But anyways, that is a coin that has some numismatic premium, and it's also not a full ounce. It's like 98 point something % of an ounce, where this, it's bullion manufactured by a government to be a store of gold, whereas this was actually used as money, so that there wasn't the same level of attention paid to make sure that this coin is perfectly, this amount of an ounce. And the graded, again, that's a numismatic item. It's not strictly gold purpose, whereas nobody's buying these. This is like here it's kind of put in funny. I don't want to mess up the, not artistic arrangement, but the arrangement that I did. I forget, this is a 4 ducat coin, but it's restruck. The real date is not 1915, and man, I'm dropping things left and right, but this is not a coin that was made for use. It was made as a store of gold, and people treat it as such. That's reflected in the price of that sort of coin. Whereas again, like this one, super cool, but it's commemorative gold. It's not the same as, just gold that is made for, owning gold. And I don't even know what this is. I don't even know if this is a real, item that's worth gold, more than gold, or what it is, or if it's even for circulation. This one certainly looks like it. Let me see. Maybe not. I don't even know. Maybe it's gold bullion, but either way, what I'm saying is you want to purchase, I think, just quarter or half ounce gold eagle coins or maple leafs. Now, another thing that I've heard when advising people about coinage is that you don't want to buy gold bars, like a 10-ounce gold bar. Say again, back to our made-up price of $2,000 an ounce before. That's a $20,000 item, and the government isn't making these in super recognizable packaging. So you're probably going to have to pay for extensive tests. People won't want to take a huge risk on it. It's really not what I'd be looking to do. Really, that's just another item that's going to complicate things. It's going to be a ton of value, and it's not, you can't break it up very easily. So that's just something that's out of the equation. Again, there's also 1 gram gold bars. I guess that can be fun. If you want to own gold, by all means, go ahead, and it's fun to own a 1 gram bar, but you're not getting the gold for your money. You're kind of getting the ability to own some gold, but it's really not the same as owning, purchasing gold for gold value. You're purchasing it as kind of a fun one-off item. Another fun thing, though, to note is that there is a lot of collectability. As you can see, there's tons of different countries that are making them. If you do want to buy something like this, the premium is not massive, and you can collect pretty good-looking coins. This is another tip that I got wrong. You don't have to buy horrible-looking gold coins if it's pre-33 U.S. gold coinage. Again, it's not a horrible thing to invest in. It's a very fun way to do it. There's lots of different dates, that sort of thing, but the gold didn't see tons of circulation, and so you don't need to buy something that looks super polished and ugly and beat up. Normally you can get coins like this. The MS61 really doesn't add too much premium, at least I don't think so, for this coin. If you're Mint State 64, 65, there you'll see some price jumps and some dates and stuff, but you can often get pretty decent looking gold without having to pay massive premiums versus what it would look like in a low AU or something along those lines. Lastly, this is an important thing to talk about. We want to talk about safety. So there's different philosophies when it comes to this. Some people think that's best to store in a bank vault. I know some people that do that. Obviously, you don't have, if the world's coming to an end, you're probably not going to have immediate access to that. So if you think that the world might come to an end, you probably don't want to store it in a bank, but then you kind of expose yourself to the risk of everything getting stolen. So, that's something that you need to think about. You also really don't want to tell other people that you have it. That's kind of a no-brainer, but there's no reason to be bragging about the gold that you own. It's just not a good idea. You want to be holding on to what you have in a discreet manner, because it's worth a lot of money. Same with silver, same with any coins. Even just having the appearance of wealth outwardly opens you up to a lot of problems down the road. So it's a much better idea to just keep this secretive. It's a great untraceable store of value. Again, you have this coin. When I'm filming this, gold is like $1,800. You just put this in your pocket. That's a lot of money and a lot of value, and that's where gold can be so much better than silver, because this is worth the same as 100 ounces of silver, and lugging that around is a massive difference. So that's just something to think about. You can slip this in your wallet, something like that, if things are going south or you just want some extra assurance. Now, it would be better to slip 4 quarter-ounce coins in your wallet, but that's, I think, already been said enough in this video. Though, again, gold stacking, it's not a super complicated science. You just want to have a strategy, stick with it. I emphasize that so much. If you're collecting gold coins, again, that's different. But when you're stacking, you're just focused on getting recognizable gold that will hold its value well, that people know what it is when they're looking at it. You can sell it to a shop quickly in a time of need. Even if you're just doing it for investment purposes, it's probably going to retain value percentage-wise better. And you don't want, other people you can buy. I don't really know. I should make a video on the safe processes of owning a safe. Maybe I'll interview a locksmith or something like that. That could be actually a fun interview to do on my channel. But I can't stress it enough. Keep it simple. Purchase small increments of gold. You can do it all at once, but you don't want to be buying only 1 ounce or close to it coins. The world stuff can be fun to acquire cheaply. If you have a coin shop and you just want the gold, you can ask them to sell you some stuff as they get it in the shop. But yeah, that pretty much brings us to the end of this video. If you have some ideas, some comments, some strategies for how to own gold, how to collect it, how to stack it properly, please leave that in the comments. If you want to purchase some, it would help my channel enormously, even if it's just 1 ounce of silver. sdbullion.com/TT. Make sure to use the /TT ending link. Once you access the site from that link, though, doesn't matter what you purchase, but that would help my channel out enormously. All profits from that do get recycled into the channel. So I appreciate it all so much, and I'll look forward to seeing you on some of my other videos. If you have ideas for future gold type videos, please leave those in the comments as well. Thanks for watching the video. I'd encourage you to like, comment your thoughts, and subscribe for more content, and get in touch with me or contact on treasuretown.yt.com, my website, my Facebook, Treasuretown, my Twitter, @treasuretown_YT, or my Instagram, @treasuretown_YT. Looking forward to seeing you on some of my other videos.